there was a man named Wang Xing from a noble family, who, inspired by a desire to learn the Tao, heard about many immortals on Mount Lao and decided to visit. Upon reaching the peak, he found a secluded temple where a Taoist priest with long white hair was meditating. The priest, exuding a radiant aura, engaged in profound conversation with Wang, who then requested to become his disciple. The priest warned him about the hardships, but Wang insisted he could endure them. Many disciples gathered by evening, and Wang bowed to the priest, staying at the temple. The next morning, the priest instructed Wang to join others in collecting firewood, which Wang diligently did for over a month. Despite the toil, his hands and feet blistered, leading to thoughts of returning home. One evening, as he was about to leave, he saw the priest drinking in the darkness with 2 guests without any lamps. The priest cut a piece of paper into a moon-like round disc and stuck it on the wall, illuminating the room with moonlight. The 7 or 8 excited disciples gathered to watch, and one guest suggested that they enjoy the night together. He then took a wine jar from the table and distributed wine to everyone from that small jar that miraculously never ran out, despite giving each person a full cup. Wang was amazed. Later, one guest suggested summoning the moon goddess Chang'er to accompany their drinking. He then threw a chopstick into the moon on the wall, and a goddess appeared from the moonlight. First barely a foot tall, the goddess soon transformed into an adult-sized beauty who danced gracefully, and sang a melodious song lamenting that despite being a goddess, she has to return to the cold and lonely moon palace. After the performance, she turned and jumped up and transformed back into a chopstick. The 3 guests laughed. One guest then commented, "Tonight's party was great, but my drinking prowess is not up to par. How about sending me off in the moon?" Then the 3 moved their seats into the moonlight, and continued drinking, visible as if in a mirror. As the moon dimmed and the disciples came checking with lit candles, the guests are already gone, leaving only the priest, who asked if everyone had drunk enough. They affirmed and were advised to sleep early to avoid being late for firewood gathering tomorrow. Wang admired the priest even more and decided to stay. However, after another month of hardship without learning any Taoist skills, he expressed his frustration to the priest, who laughed and said he had expected this. Wang requested at least a small skill before leaving. The priest agreed and taught him how to walk through walls. Initially afraid, Wang eventually succeeded and was overjoyed. The priest advised him to maintain purity or the skill would fail. Returning home, Wang boasted about his encounter, but his wife was skeptical. Demonstrating his new ability, he ran at a wall but collided with it, resulting in a swollen forehead. His wife mocked him, and Wang cursed the priest's deceit. The historian comments that many laugh at Wang's story, unaware that many people are like Wang, seeking shortcuts and quick gains, only to face inevitable failure when reality hits.